again, everyone. Thanks for joining me for Hive inspection number 11. Today, I'm just going to go through the usual routine, check all of the frames in all of the boxes in the beehive, and see what the little lady bees have been up to the last 7 days. The first thing I'm going to do is turn the camera around and show you how I set things up prior to doing the hive inspection. I always want to make sure that I have everything I could possibly need right near the hive. Okay, let's get over to the beehive and I will show you how I set things up. Here's the hive area, and as you can see, I have a tote and I keep all of my different tools that I've been using in that tote. I have my bee brush, an extra entrance reducer, my hive tool, I have some cinnamon to sprinkle on the ground in case I'm seeing ants, my magnifying glass, the spray bottle has sugar water in it, and that's a bottle of oil so that when I need to fill the ant moats, I can do it while I'm suited up. I also have my container of burr comb and a gallon of 1-to-1 sugar water in case I need it. And one thing that I have found is that these boxes are crazy heavy once they get full of bees and honey. So I have the box and the lid from my second hive setup that I'm not using yet. What I do is take the frames from those brood boxes, and as I inspect them, then I put it in this empty box. And it just works a lot better for me, because I'm afraid I am going to drop an entire brood box as heavy as it gets. The other thing I wanted to show you was, I don't know if you remember in my first video, there was not much here. I planted bachelor's buttons, I planted loofah gourd, I also planted marigolds, and these loofah gourd flowers, the pollinators absolutely love them. Now that's obviously not a honeybee, but the honeybees go crazy for it too. This is just my second setup, so when I need to split or start a second hive. I did have a lot of potted herbs in this hive area, but it has been excessively hot and we've had no rain for about a month now. So I did have to move all of those up close to the garden. You can maybe see them in the background just because they were dying off very quickly with all of the heat and blazing sun. Okay, I am just going to go get my bee clothes on. I still always want to call it an outfit. I'm going to go get my bee outfit on and get into this hive. This is how I stack my boxes as I do my hive inspection. I have the outer cover, the inner cover, the feeder, and now this super. And I angle them to each other. I just found that it really minimizes the amount of squished bees that you have. They did start drawing out several of the frames with comb in this super, and now I'm getting ready to get into the second brood box. In this top brood box, I'm seeing lots of bees, some capped brood, and larvae. As always, I did not see the queen and didn't see any brand new eggs this time. I did find lots of honey stores in both the top and bottom brood boxes. I'm a little bit concerned because I don't want the queen to get honey bound and not have any place to lay eggs. So I did take 3 frames of capped honey and replaced it with empty frames. I put the honey in the freezer and I don't know yet if I'm going to extract it or if I'm just going to leave it as emergency stores for winter. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.